We are also working to get some eyewitness video just in from Wilson County, and I want to show that to you right now. A short time ago, we showed you Breaking News 1 video from Wilson County, and we spoke with an eyewitness who said there were 5 or 6 homes damaged in Sims along Rock Ridge School Road. And this is some viewer video just in, eyewitness video showing that circulation in the air and what could have ultimately been that tornado that touched down. Chris, why don't you talk us through this? You know what you're looking at better than I do. You're the meteorologist here among us. Does that look like a touchdown to you there?
Well, you know, it looks like it there, especially that first video you pulled up there, Steve, and then you went to that second shot. I assume that was the same storm, but you could see the circulation in that. Okay, and they're going to re-cue that, and you'll be able to see it again, but it definitely looked like a tornado there. Absolutely. Now, you know, the trees were in the way there on the ground, so that second shot, you look to the ground, you see if it actually made touchdown, and it looks like it did. It was very close, absolutely. And a little bit of a distance. See there, the trees are in the way there,
see the rotation
but
now?
You do see the rotation, so it's definitely a funnel. Whether or not it was on the ground there, you can't say with certainty because you don't see any debris, but certainly it is rotating. And the next shot, you can see the ground, and you look to that to see if it's actually all the way down. And if not, it's very, very close because there's a little bit of a distance there.
And the thing is, you can get a tornado, or at least a tornado on the ground, and not necessarily see the tornado touching the ground because the condensation, what we can see with our eyes, doesn't always reach the ground. So you can still get debris flying, even though it doesn't look like the funnel is touching the ground. And we've already had reports of damage in Wilson County, so that pretty much confirms that was a tornado.
Yeah, that definitely. Some of those are a little bit tough. When we saw the shots from Cary, they're a little bit tough to make a call on that. But there's some of the damage there from Wilson, Wilson County, Johnston County, those areas that were affected by the storm. And it'll take, the National Weather Service will go out, they'll send a team. What they do is they look at the debris and how it's laid out. If the debris is all in one direction, then they will determine that was just straight line winds. If the debris is in a pattern, more or less a circular pattern, more or less, then they'll say that'll help them determine whether or not it was a tornado. Damage is damage. If your house is damaged, you know, you're suffering anyway. So, you know, you don't make light of it whether it's a tornado or not. But based on those pictures we saw, the video from the Eyewitness News, the viewer, that was definitely, at least almost certainly, a tornado. Now, Steve Daniels clarified the tornado thing in Cary there. And that was when we mentioned that the Cary Fire Department reported that was relayed to us from the National Weather Service. So we apologize for the mistake there. We read these when we get them, though. The good news is that there was no confirmation of a tornado on the ground. If we zoom into the downtown area, you'll be able to see this storm, which is just now moving right over the downtown area. So, again, right from the city of Raleigh, the very heavy rain there pushing right over downtown, and parts of East Downtown not quite getting it. Back to the RBC Center, the threat of the tornado there is diminished a bit, but the very heavy rain continues. This will gradually begin to wind down a little bit, but the area of heavy rain continues on those spots. Very heavy rainfall, though. So we have the tornado warning and the flash flood warning. The tornado warning in effect until 7:15, the flash flood warning until 8:45. Ed Crump's back on the phone with us, and back into the storm. Is that right, Ed?
Yes, Chris, we kept going around the belt line. As I told you, we ended up back toward the north side. Wow, some serious lightning up here. We chased this cloud all the way around the belt. I don't know if you can hear that thunder in the background. We chased the cloud all the way around the belt line, exited at Brentwood Road, and we're right at the top of the Brentwood Road exit looking south toward downtown. And this cloud is pulling right up on us. Chris, the biggest, blackest part of it is quite close to the ground. As I look to the south, there's definitely rotation in this entire cloud, but nothing touching the ground yet. But big, dark, black, smoky wisps of cloud reaching right down just on the other side of the belt line in the Yonkers Road area. Again, we're right up here by Brentwood, and a lot of activity going on right over us. Not a drop of rain, but you might hear, again, the thunder in the background, lots of bolts of lightning, and it's some serious lightning as well. So we're standing here just eyeing this, shooting some video, too, for later on. But I don't know if you could track this right down on the radar to Brentwood Road and the Beltline, but it is directly above us now and just slightly to the south. And now this cloud, the trailers of that cloud that I was talking about down reaching the ground are starting to pull up a little bit on one side and coming down on the other. And the cloud is actually rotating counterclockwise toward the south and then back around. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, Chris, but some heavy thunder here, and definite lightning, and this cloud looks pretty serious.
We haven't gotten, well, actually, there's one damage report here where penny-sized hail around Morrisville, and that's the only damage report. The tornado report we got that the Cary Fire Department said was on the ground, they actually said they never said that they spotted a funnel cloud or a cloud that was
very different.
Very different. Yeah, exactly. So that's a big difference there. But so far, we have no reports of any damage, of anything really going on in terms of anything tornado on the ground. That has not been confirmed at all. But that warning has been in effect, and these clouds have been very ominous, and we have seen at least some rotation, some circulation with this through the course of the afternoon, early evening. That's actually the only warning. You may be wondering why we're talking just about Wake County. You look at the wide view there, that's the only warning we have except for western Moore County for a severe thunderstorm, and that looks like it's weakening just a little bit, but that's severe thunderstorm warning in effect for western sections of Wake County. So Ed mentioned all of the lightning and the thunder that he heard. You can see when we put these cloud-to-ground strikes on, quite a few with the storm as it moves right over downtown Raleigh right now, and also anywhere along Capitol Boulevard towards 540 and back towards 440 and even into eastern parts of Cary, RBC Center, West Raleigh, and South Raleigh, south of downtown, south of 440 and 40 there, heading towards Garner, or at least just west of Garner. Extremely heavy rainfall.
Yeah, and the area that I would really focus on if we do have a tornado or one that's forming would be south of the Beltline from 440 southward, where 401 heads to the south around the Lake Wheeler.
Really good weather, too, on that one there.
Yeah,
so some close-in areas there where you can actually see some of the streets and some of the landmarks, Garner High School and Fairview.
This is the area we're seeing this little pinch and this little notch. So where US 70 and 401 come southward out of the downtown area, this is where we need to watch very closely, where we could be getting at least some rotation with it. So certainly get to your place of safety. And this is headed towards the Garner area as well. So if you live Garner, over towards Garner Senior High School, and this is All-Star Mobile Home Park. Mobile homes are certainly no place to be in a tornado. Get to a place of safety if you live in a mobile home and you see that you might want to that home, go to a sturdier building.
Ed, you're in that vicinity around Brentwood. Is that where have you moved? Okay, Ed, maybe we don't have Ed right now.
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, no, we haven't moved. We're not moving an inch because I'm with photographer Eric Hunker, who is actually taking classes in storm spotting, and he says if something's coming down, it's coming down right on top of us, so we're not moving. He's trying to school me at the same time. There is above my head, Chris, what I would call a disc of cloud. There's a cloud and a dark edge. It is turning like a disc. At one point, we saw the sun. You see it for the first time. Wind slow. Coming down around, but it's just a wisp of cloud, and that stopped rotating, went back up, like directly over my head. Again, I don't know if you can see on radar, right at Brentwood Road and the Beltline. We're between New Bern Avenue and US 1, Capitol Boulevard, right on the Beltline. It is directly overhead, and I've never quite seen anything like this. In fact, now, as I look back toward the north, we see some clouds. That the edge of the northern edge of that big rotating disc I was talking about, there's some clouds that are reaching down toward the ground. I don't see anything that appears to be a funnel.
Right. Yeah, we're looking at, and we've got a picture of that. We think is what you're looking at right now, and you can see it is sort of hanging there, but not reaching the ground, and it's certainly very ominous looking.